Loz, you got the postcode?
Yep, I have. I've put it in, and it says we've got an hour's drive.
What?
I know, we haven't got an hour to get there.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'll race you. I'll teleport you.
Go on then.
Man, she must have found a shortcut somewhere. I'll tell you what, guys, let's rock and roll. Let's go inside.
So we've teleported all the way from Folkestone to Rochester because we're at Sisu Fitness today. We've been invited up by Coach Grimmy because we're going to do a workout, and we're doing a very special Facebook Live tonight all about emotional bits of exercise and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to get the shit out of the car and meet the boys.
I've got a big fat drum, big fat drum. I've got a big fat drum, pounding so bad. I've got a big fat drum.
What?
I'm ringing the bell.
Go, go, go. What'd you do that for?
60 kilos.
You ready? Let's go.
I've got a big fat drum, pounding so bad. I've got a big fat drum.
Yeah. Whoa, workout done. That was a good little workout, wasn't it, babe?
It was awesome.
All good. And now we're going to do our Facebook Live.
The man himself.
Matt's just setting up now.
Professional.
I'll tell you what though, look at this. We can keep an eye on the people downstairs. Look.
I've told her to keep the music down as well.
How cool is that? Bob, right, okay. So there's somebody that has been waiting here for a while, and yeah, this is him.
Long time. Long time.
That's how not to diet.
Extreme diet.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go, we're live. Facebook.
How are we, guys?
I was going to make sure I say this the right way around as well.
I'm Laura Ash. I'm Laura Ash.
So for those guys, obviously I've shared this post before that have maybe checked out RockSolid before, but for those guys who don't know what RockSolid is, enlighten the lovely people of Sisu. How would you define yourselves?
Do you want to go or do you want me to go?
Well, that's open-ended question. That's like saying, I want to talk, so fire away.
Okay, so for you guys that don't know us, we are Laura and Barry Ash. We are husband and wife, right? So we've been married for about...
Come on. We've been married for 13 years. We've been together for 18 years.
What was the day?
It was the
I feel like I'm between
5th of September. 3rd of September
2005.
So if we start arguing, it's absolutely fine. So yeah, Baz and I, we're rock solid, and
your mum's on.
Oh, my mum's on.
We've got one supporter.
Maggie. Hi, Maggie.
Yeah, so we're RockSolid. We're based down in Folkestone, which is like an hour away from you guys.
That's ruined all my jokes now. The mother-in-law's on. Sorry.
And basically, what we do is we basically work within the fitness industry, but we work with the more emotional side of things. So we all know what to do when it comes to health and fitness, right? But we just don't do it, and that's what we help our guys with. That's us in a nutshell. Is that good enough?
Yeah, we get people out the stuck, because people get stuck in this rut, and we sort of lift them out to see what is possible in their life, because we believe life is a certain way, life happens to us, but that's not the case. We get people to see that life happens for you, and you can be anything you want to be at any point in your life.
About thinking of the future, that's what anxiety is. It's kind of a preconception of the future, where depression would be maybe looking into the past and being anxiety is kind of the opposite, isn't it? As well?
Anxiety is real, and anxiety is everybody's got it, and it's a natural thing that we all have.
Yeah.
Anxiety is an alarm bell in our brain, so we don't forget things. Okay.
So here's the problem as well, right? If we go to the doctors, and the doctor labels us with an anxiety disorder, we then label ourselves with, right, we've got anxiety.
Yeah.
Okay, so then when we get up in the morning and we're not sure which bin to put out, we feel that little bit of anxiety. So it's going, Loz, remember to put the bins out. And then you go, oh, I feel anxious. Oh shit, my anxiety's back. And then we start to get anxious about being anxious. But what we have to remember is this. When we go to the doctors see us for 10 minutes, right? And so they have to assess us, and they will give us these certain labels, whatever you want to call them, so that when you come back to see another doctor, because how many doctors do you see that are the same, they know what it is. But then what happens is we take that on and we think we are anxiety and we make it our life.
Yeah, so you're kind of always looking for that feeling as soon as something...
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. And as Baz says, anxiety is normal.
So would you say the best sort of, maybe not solution, but was there any sort of training tips people can, you know, you can say if it is sort of gym related, they're nervous about going to this new gym they're going to, and they are getting really anxious and blah, blah. How do you think dealing with actually the process of getting there?
For me personally, we need to understand that it's a normal feeling.
Yeah.
Because as soon as we understand that it's, oh, that's normal. Okay, I'm meant to be feeling that. That's cool. It leaves the pressure off.
Do you think we didn't feel anxious coming up here today?
It can be, yes.
Absolutely, we did.
I feel anxious every time I come on and do a Facebook Live. I stand in front of the camera because of previous experience, bad experiences I've had, but then bad experiences are really good because I learned from them and now I'm a better speaker. But one thing I tell my guys to do is I change the feeling of anxiety to excitement.
Yes.
Okay? Yeah. Because physiologically the same responses happen in our body, whether we are anxious or whether we get excited. Because you look at them, we get anxiety, okay? We perceive anxiety. Our heart rate goes up and our breathing accelerates. So, oh my God, I'm anxious. You get excited, what happens? Your heart rate elevates and your breathing gets rapid. Exactly the same physiological response. So if we can tell in our mind, say that story that I'm getting excited. This is an excited feeling about me going to the gym, okay? Because I'm gonna have some changes happen in my body. I'm gonna be really healthy for doing this. And by just telling you this story in your mind, you'll be focusing on the positive rather than the negative. I look at it as a scale. You've got anxiety this side of the scale and you've got excitement here. Let's leverage your mindset to thinking more positively about that feeling, because all it is a feeling, a physiological feeling. We didn't think this through.
We didn't think this through because how are we going to get home? I tell you what, would you like to know what it's like to teleport? Do you want to do it with us? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, there we go.
Wow.
We are back home. Woo! Now, teleporting can leave you a little bit discombobulated.
We did forget.
We did forget. We forgot to introduce you to Matt. So, Matt, introduce yourself, mate.
In case you know me, my name is Matt Grimshaw, also known as Grimmy, the head coach and founder here at Sisu Fit. And we've invited Baz and Laura down for a group training session here at Sisu Fit, also known as SAS, Strength and Sculpt.
Right. What did we go all the way up there for, and what did we do the Facebook Live for? Matt was really interested in what we're doing. And what we're doing is, it's not necessarily about the physical side of fitness, it's the mental side of it. Because how many of us can go to the gym, can follow a meal plan, can do a diet, can do push-ups, can do squats, can walk? How many of us can do that, right? And we can get a fit body. But there's one thing missing, and it's a fit mind. And for some people, their mind is the equivalent of sitting on the sofa with a bag of buttons, a pizza and a crate of beer, watching TV. And the mind is not necessarily fit and healthy, is it?
It's a fit mind which makes it sustainable, which makes healthy living sustainable. And that is what we want to change.
One of the big things that we spoke to Matt and his guys about on the Facebook Live was anxiety and stress and worrying about going into the gym and the judgment of other people. And it could be a real conflict, this, because our mind tells us one thing, But our logic says another thing. And we all know that when we go in the gym, that people are more interested in themselves. But our mind makes us think that people are going to be looking at us, they're going to be pointing and laughing and staring, just like they did maybe in school when you did the PE class. But what we have to remember is this, that our thoughts, babe,
are not facts, they're just a fairy tale. It's like a story we made up.
and our mind doesn't actually know real from imagined. But we link ourselves to one of these thousands of thoughts we have a day, and we make that a reality.
1,000? Try 70,000.
70,000, apparently. How do they know 70,000? Has someone gone, oh, let's count them?
Could have done.
Really?
Somebody like you.
Somebody like me, more than likely. And so we did the Facebook Live, and there were so many good questions come up. And what I would encourage you guys to do is to check out the actual live, and we'll put the link in the bottom below for you guys, okay? But yeah, so absolutely fantastic. Love doing the Facebook Live, really good, and lovely to connect with Matt's audience as well, which was fantastic. If you like this vlog, give it the thumbs up, and if it tickles your bits, then subscribe. And please make sure you go over and you check out our boy Matt at Sisu Fitness. Oh, before we go, what does Sisu Fitness mean?
It's a noun.
It's a noun.
And it's strong mind, strong in body, really.
It's a Finnish word. I will put up the meaning for this at the end of the vlog. I'll type it out for you so you know what Sisu means, because you might be thinking, what's that all about? There you go. That's what it's all about. Okay, guys, look, we'll see you on the next one.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about. Wait!
Okay, now, from the beginning.
Hit it, boys.